From its very beginning, the intention was that what happens here on Sundays or during the week is important, and it's a critical time for us to encourage one another, to plan, to worship the Lord together, but it was never the intention for it to terminate on what happens here at this campus. The idea was always that we were going out.
The vision of Living Hope being carried out in mission, I mean, you can see that in the fact that Living Hope is always about planting churches and supporting church work. You know, we feel like that God's primary mission and instrument in the world is His church.
It wasn't long into our time at Living Hope that there was this church planting impulse that we had. And there was this ache that we longed to see Living Hope be a church that planted other churches. It was that impulse that led us to Valentine Evergreen and to plant a church there. At the time, we didn't have anyone that lived in Valentine Evergreen. And the Lord raised up folks from within Living Hope to move into that neighborhood, to join with longstanding saints like at McLean Baptist Church that were also there. I remember us seeing the after-school programs get started and the youth programs get started. Small groups that began to form there in Valentine Evergreen. And then eventually the church that was planted there.
It's fun to sit around with people from Living Hope and hear them reminisce about trips that they've been on to Kenya or to Romania, Colombia, Mexico. There's so many people who've been in different parts of the world and they've been able to see the work that God's doing up close. It's exciting to think now that we have church plants in Taiwan and Mozambique and now in Italy that we're about to start with, in Mexico, Miami, North Carolina, lots of places where we have the potential for people to go and see God at work. It's exciting to think about how many people will be around the throne of God in heaven. We can't even imagine what the number is now, but how many people we're going to find out were impacted by the ministries that came from this little church in Piperton.
You know, I have memories of dancing with kids in Kenya, going out with kids from the orphanage to minister to street kids and doing that together. Think about Nicaragua. You know, some of our folks went to drill wells in Nicaragua. We were there to do VBS and do healthcare. Think about going to Mexico and helping one church planter and then finding another church planter while we were there, and so helping with 2 churches get started. Also Uganda, helping a church planter there, going door to door with them as he's getting a church started under a tree in his little town. There's so many memories that come back alongside Living Hopers, being out in the world and just joining God in what He was already doing.
Even in its earliest days, Living Hope had a sense of their sentness. They had a sense that there was an invitation on them from the Spirit to engage their neighbors in their community. That they had an ache, that Living Hope had an ache to see God's kingdom come on earth as it was in heaven.
We have a 20-year history of being a part of missions and church planting at Living Hope. And now we have a new missions and church planting pastor here, Cole Huffman, and his wife Lynn have just joined us. Cole has the opportunity now to take the gifts and the experiences that God has given him, his involvement in church planting and the people he knows, the things that he's learned, the best practices that he's seen, and to bring those to what Living Hope has learned. It's a really exciting time, and as Cole begins to lead out with that vision, I think people are going to find there are lots of ways they can plug in. So I'm excited about the future for church planting and missions at Living Hope.